nothing is more extraordinary than having someone walk out of here completely transformed. Not just the way they look, but really it's all about the way they feel. And it's very genuine. It makes people feel better. And even though it is a science and an art, most of all, it's about making people feel good and feel comfortable.
What inspired you and Candy to use flower essences in Snapdragon?
Having a product transform the way someone feels, and just having a very natural inclination towards the healing power of plants, and learning that you have distilled these healing properties in plants. It's just a very easy connection for us to make, and we are all about helping people feel better, and flower essences do that, and so it's just a perfect match.
So tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I've been a stylist for about 30 years now, and I've worked in aromatherapy, natural oils, and I've incorporated that into my practice. And so when LOTUSWEI came along and I saw the opportunity to have a new version of something that wasn't just the ordinary essential oil combo, lavender, rosemary kind of, norm, I saw that I could incorporate them on many different levels as far as treatments in hair care, skin care, as well as just recharging somebody's whole essence and aura by allowing them to inhale the essence of LOTUSWEI. And they would see an immediate result, a response and shift in energy. And I started noticing through the course of my work that there was immediate response, and I would see that clients would come to me with their hair, and their hair would be in a disarray, and I would say, what's going on internally? What's happening here? Because your hair is kind of out of balance. And it sounds kind of crazy at times, but usually it's a reflection of what's going on in our world. Your hair will definitely show that. But as far as my career and exposure to that, I've traveled quite extensively throughout the world and have been exposed to many indigenous ethnomedicines and flower extracts, and they've always incorporated those philosophies into their holistic lifestyles. And so this was a nice way to kind of bring some of those concepts into the salon, where we're normally dealing with a lot of toxic chemicals and smells and harsh things. But LOTUSWEI was a very soothing and calming experience to incorporate into a service in the salon, and we saw just phenomenal results. I've tracked it for about 30 days, about the course when a client would come in and from haircut to haircut, and I could see, have you been using your product, have you been using the essence and the serum, and noticing a shift in their whole well-being.
So what are some of the kinds of changes that you see in people?
Usually the client will come in here and their day is frenetic and hectic and crazy, and they're running out of their Range Rover and they're trying to get their service, and within seconds of just a little miss of inner peace or quiet mind, I can see a major shift where they can stop and take a breath. And so that's the initial response immediately. Long term, over the course of them using the product, definitely seeing smoother quality in their hair, their skin. And it sounds silly that something so topical, but the energy that's in those essence and the flowers is a correlation to the energy and the kind of the electromagnetic field that we live in, and that kind of creates more of a harmonious experience in their well-being, which in turn reflects through their hair and their aura and just their overall energy level. And it's to the point now I've worked with the product enough that I've seen that I can almost gauge what that person is missing or lacking, and go to that. We usually have a client do a flower reading on our iPad, and I can kind of almost guess immediately what flowers they're going to choose, just intuition, or seeing, this is going to be perfect for you.
So take us through what you do with each person. So say I came in for a haircut, or someone came in to color their hair, what would you do differently that a different, that different from the usual salon experience?
Well, if they're just getting a cut and blow dry and they're getting the flower experience, we initially go through a consultation. We'll do a flower reading, and then we'll pick out the selected serum or tincture, elixirs, and the aroma essence, and start with the little hand and neck and shoulder massage. Work that in throughout the scalp. So yeah, it's kind of the precursor, and everybody loves the shampoo. That's the best part of the service. So that allows them to really further experience the essence and the aromas and breathe deeply. And then we take them back to the shampoo bowl and continue with the head and neck massage and the shampoo. And in the treatment product, we incorporate some of the serum extracts into it, so they get, again, more exposure to the LOTUSWEI. And finishing up, I'll take a few drops and work out through the lengths and ends of their hair, so that when we're blow drying, it releases more aromas as well.
So you're actually putting a serum into the hair?
Yes, just throughout the lengths in the hair. Yeah, a couple little drops, and it's very healing and nourishing. So again, they're seeing immediate results, because it's not like a typical cosmetic hair product. It's actually charging that hair with that energy.
So do you think there's a difference between a day, say, when you wouldn't use flower essences at all and you had, say, 7 or 10 clients throughout the day, and then a day when you could sort of refresh and recharge it between each one?
It's kind of interesting. Yes, big time. Since we've had the LOTUSWEI, I find myself, like, in between every client, misting myself, misting them. It definitely cuts into the space I go to when I feel like I need a little pick-me-up, and it's nicer to use like something that's going to encourage energy without always going for coffee or something sugary. It definitely puts a shift in the energy and clears the mind and focuses your intention. And then usually at the end of the day, when you've had a crazy busy day, go for a little inner peace or quiet mind and center yourself before you walk out the door. But we're always up at the front desk missing ourselves and experiencing the product. So I definitely would say we know when it's not there, and we're always looking for it. It's like, all right, who moved it? Where is it? What's going on with it? Somebody's got it, So.